It's a spontaneous fracture. It could happen very easily. I'm not mad about breaking my hip. Well, then why are you mad? Because I knew you'd get off the trail to come help me, and I wanted those stories to keep coming. So I found myself all of a sudden having about 2,000 people hiking with me. And that has made this possible for me as I do this, because the people respond to me, and I get to talk back and forth, and it keeps me connected to the population when I'm out there, a week without seeing anybody. So it's been a great thing to have those stories, and it is, I will talk about it when we get done if anybody's interested in following. But these people follow me everywhere I go, and to make matters worse, a local friend of mine who was a sports broadcaster for the local radio station, he decided he was going to follow me and put it as part of the sports program every day on the radio. So there was a little blip every day of, he'd end the sports program with, "Where's DFib?" And he'd get on there and he'd call me and say, "Okay, how far have you gotten and what's happened?" All these little silly stories would come back. And so I had all kind of people follow me that I had no idea who they were, because they'd all gotten online to follow me along the hike. Next. After I got off of this, my daughter, who lives in Guam at the time, her husband is ATF, she called me and said, "Wayne, Dad, I want you to show me where you were in Vietnam." She was interested in my Vietnam history, my Vietnam story. She says, "I've worked it out. I want you to come over here, and we're going to go over to Vietnam and Cambodia and see if we can retrace your steps." I did exactly that. Actually, I went to Guam first. It's 24 miles long and 8 miles wide, maybe. I hiked every trail in Guam, and then we went on to Vietnam. This is in Saigon, the Mekong Delta. I was stationed up by Da Nang with my operational area out by the Ho Chi Minh Trail, where the branch came into Da Nang. So we spent 2 weeks there with my family. It was a wonderful event. The only thing I will relate to this was this was one of my first experiences where I actually had my hair stand up on the back of my neck. We were out one day and we were going to visit an area where they had the tunnels where the Viet Cong would get in and hide and get away from you. We had a contact one day in which we had enemy contact. We fired them up. We created some casualties. We went after them. I brought part of my platoon with me to chase them. And we were right behind them. And all of a sudden, they just disappeared. I mean, they were gone. We looked. I put feelers out and patrols each way. Could find nothing. Where we stopped, there was a temple that had been bombed by our planes. Had been destroyed. And it was getting late in the day, so I set sentries out, and it was a perfect place to have a night logger. And we spent the night there. And I had a sleeping spot set aside. My daughter and I were walking down this trail, and suddenly in front of me was a temple. And it just gave me the most eerie feeling. And I walked up to it, I looked around, and it was the temple where I had logged that night, way back when I was serving in Vietnam. I mean, it still gives me chills now to think about it. 400 or 500 feet behind it, as I sent my men out to search the area to make sure we had a secure perimeter. When I went out on this visit with my daughter to get into these tunnels, that was the entrance to the tunnel. We had camped literally on top of this tunnel complex without knowing it. The Viet Cong we had chased were living underneath us. I left there going, I don't tend to get freaked out, but that was a pretty different kind of moment. Go ahead. So at this point in time, I'm retired. I'm getting ready to travel the world. Now, actually, now get to the backpacking part of this presentation. So this is a backpack. Yeah, would you bring that up, please? This one now has been replaced. It got about 10,000 miles on it before it broke down and wouldn't carry anything anymore. Thank you. This is basically my home. This is 26 pounds fully packed. Inside this is my tent, my air mattress, a stove, a cooking pot, a raincoat, 2 pair of clothes. I don't care if I'm out there for 6 months, I'm going to have 2 pair of clothes. 1 pair of long pants, 1 pair of shorts, 2 pair of underwear, 2 socks, and 2 lightweight, quick-drying shirts. That is entirely what I have for 6 months on the trail. I carry a liter bottle of water on this side, a smart water bottle on this side. In the front, I don't like litter, so Dollar General is helping keep the world clean. That's in the front back. And this is my water filter system. So basically, within this bag is 26 pounds of what it takes me to backpack for up to 6 months at a time. On the front side, of course, this would be in front of me. These sticks would be, of course, me carrying them. This is caused by my youngest daughter.
You want me to hold it? Like hold
Yeah, that'd be great. When I went to New Zealand, my daughter was extremely concerned because at least up until then, I was hiking in the same hemisphere as we live. But when I decided to go to New Zealand, I was hiking